What's up, ATL? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, with a little girl talk this morning. You know we're in I Talk, You Talk, We Talk. That's girl talk. Hi, Marla.
Hi, Miss Sophia.
You ready to do a little girl talk?
I'm ready.
Girl, how about the Migos? Migos and Drake, they keep canceling dates of their tour, girl.
You know.
Yeah, they had to cancel some more dates this weekend. The Denver show, the Salt Lake City show, and the St. Paul show. Now, the Denver show and the Salt Lake City show, St. Paul show, they rescheduled those shows back in July to these dates that they now decided to cancel. They didn't give a reason why they were canceling the dates this go round. However, you know, first they was talking about productions. When the tour started in July, they was talking about the production wasn't ready, so they canceled the date. Then Drake, you know, he was dealing with the flu, so they canceled some dates. So now they're just canceling these dates out of the blue, and they're not giving an explanation as to why they're canceling the date. But I have checked, and the November the 16th, 17th, and 18th date for them to be here in the ATL, they are still scheduled to be here, but everybody's like on a little shaky ground because they're saying that they scheduled the Denver show, you know, rescheduled the Denver show and rescheduled the St. Paul show, and they canceled those. So what makes us think that they're not going to cancel our ATL show? But I'll keep you informed as to whether or not they cancel the shows here in the Atlanta area.
They're not going to cancel Atlanta.
You don't think they're going to cancel Atlanta?
Migos are not going to cancel a show in Atlanta.
Okay, well, we'll see. Now, Cat Williams, how about Cat Williams? He's in trouble again, honey. He got arrested in Portland, Oregon for assault. Now, they're saying it's allegedly assault. He was with a driver. The driver was dropping him off. They got into it. Now, he was supposed to be meeting his Wild Out crew. He's supposed to be meeting Wildin' Out, Nick Cannon and the crew. They were supposed to be doing a live show, and they said at one point he was there at the arena. However, he left the scene of the crime, so when they arrested him, he's still in jail as of yesterday, and they're saying that they're not going to release him. They had to wait until today to see if he was going to be transferred to Atlanta because he has a felony warrant here in Atlanta, Georgia. So he may be on his way back to the ATL. I'll keep you informed on what's going on with Cat Williams.
He got a felony warrant out here?
Yes, here in the ATL, honey.
Okay.
Now, Quad from Married to Medicine, you know, her husband was on our show, and he talked about the situation with their divorce, and then the young lady that he was allegedly in the hotel with, she was on our show. Now, Quad is finally speaking out about the situation about her divorce and her husband. But first, let me take you back to when her husband was on our show and what he said happened at the hotel.
You're telling me, as a man, here's a guy, you haven't had sex with your wife in years. You go back a second time to see this girl. You're in a hotel room. You go and get the room. You take her up to the room, and then you caught your senses and said no?
Yeah, I mean, Frank, I caught my senses.
He said he caught his senses and nothing happened. But anyway, that was Dr. Gregory Quard's husband. And now the young lady was on our show, and her name is Jackie Presley. Now, she was on the show, and she told a different story.
After we left the club, we went back. He asked me did I want to go to the hotel. I said sure. And we get in the room, and foreplay is happening.
No, how did you get to the hotel room? Was the room already purchased, or y'all went to the front desk?
No, he went to the front desk and got the room.
And you went up to the room?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then, you know, talking, kissing, foreplay, oral sex, and then he proceeds to get on top of me without a condom.
Oh.
Now, Quad is finally speaking out about the situation, and Quad says she believes the young lady's version of what happened.
There was a young lady who came forward who he had oral sex with in the hotel.
And he did or allegedly did?
No, I believe he did.
Okay.
Wow. I believe he did. I don't believe that he took the time out to get a hotel room and then took the time out to purchase it and was not looking for anything in return. I truly believe that that young lady was telling the truth.
Now, she said out with Hollywood Unlocked, and she said that she do believe that the young lady was telling the truth. Now, they're saying, well, why are you and your husband on the show? You know, why are y'all still doing the show with, you know, get off the show and just take care of your marriage? And she said that, you know, I wanted to leave the show, but he wanted to stay.
So, you know, I think I'm going to pull back from Married to Medicine. I actually ended up sitting out for 3 weeks. But I even told him, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to step away from Married to Medicine. And he said, well, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know, it's going to be different. People are not going to know who I am anymore. And I said, no, they will still know who you are. They will still recognize you. He said, but yeah, it's going to be different. And at that point, I said, oh, this man is willing to sell me up the river, right, to get the level of fame that he wants to achieve. And that was disheartening. And I said, he couldn't be for me.
So I don't think they'll be getting back together, and I think the divorce is going to be fine, honey. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on what's going on.
I'm just mad she went on Hollywood Reporter and didn't come on here.
Right.
Quad, what's going on?
Well,
Quad
maybe
girl.
she saw how you were, drilling the.
Come on, Quad. Come on,
I
Quad.
didn't believe Greg in the first place.
You don't believe Greg?
I knew.
You don't believe
I
Greg?
didn't believe him on the reunion. When you offer information like that, you trying to cover your tracks to nobody. His story didn't even make any sense. None.
At all.
At all.
All right.
None.
But anyway, this is your girl, Miss Sophie, the Girl Talk. You know, when I talk, you talk. We talk. That's Girl Talk on the People Station. The V to the 103.
Money, penny.